Just getting a quick workout in here before I interview a fitness company CEO. The CEO of Gymshark is joining us now.
I don't think you're wearing the right clothes.
We are here with the CEO and founder of Gymshark, who's also Britain's youngest self-made billionaire. How did you decide, okay, I'm gonna put the only 1,000 pounds I have into this business and keep going, and you stuck with it through a lot of upheaval?
I mean, starting the business, it was just my dream to be involved in the gym, and then to be able to make build a business in health and fitness it was just like a dream come true for me. And then starting the business, we literally handmade the clothes for the first couple of years. So that's what that money was spent on: screen printers, sewing machines, and just handmade the clothes at the start.
You were also very early into the drop shipping, influencer marketing, a lot of these things that ended up being really lucrative and significant in the business world the last 10 years. What kind of tipped you off or made you think, this is really where I want to invest, this is how I want to grow my business?
First and foremost, when we started the business, it was a very different world in the sense that it was 2012, e-commerce businesses were just sort of starting up. People didn't really work with sort of influencers in the same way that they do now. Prior to Gymshark, I'd made multiple different businesses, all of which, essentially ended up failing. So when we'd made that website and when we were able to sell something, I actually remember I went to one of my friends who worked at a supplement business and I said, I need to buy some product because I want to sell that product on my website. He was like, fine, don't worry, I can do you a sort of a favour, a mates rates thing. And he came back and he said, right, the cheapest order I can get for you is £10,000. Now, I'd never heard of £10,000, let alone had £10,000. So I realised very quickly we wouldn't be able to buy inventory to then sell on our website. And that's where I think just, going online and searching things, I sort of found out about drop shipping. And that was great for us because it meant we could sell our first product online. Sold our first product in 2012, it was £50. I think we made about £2 profit. And I remember being a kid just being so over the moon and so happy with that sale. But it was quite obvious at that point that then wouldn't, grow into a reasonable business sort of thing. So that was when we moved from drop shipping into making the clothes, at home to sell online. This is our best-selling women's range, so this is the Gymshark Vital range. And people love this because it's really, really comfortable, but it's sort of like more compressive than most of the leggings.
Yes.
Obviously being high-waisted, and we do lots of different variations of the Vital, different lengths, flares, and so on. But generally, the black legging is what people love the most because it just performs really, really well in the gym. It's sweat-wicking, it looks absolutely great on, and it's super, super comfortable. And I think we launched this about 5 or 6 years ago, and it's been our #1 bestseller ever since.
You were obviously very early to influencer marketing.
Yeah.
You're still leaning on that. But as you think about what's next for how people are going to buy products, how you want to be marketing, selling what you're doing, what do you think is next in that landscape?
So we've been pretty much exclusively an online business for our entire history. We've done events and we've got a couple of stores in the UK, but I think there's a big opportunity for us to be more visible sort of offline, especially in countries like the US. I think having more stores such as the one we're sat in today is a huge opportunity for us, just because pretty much all of our business is online at the moment.
So you think reaching people where they are, having physical brick-and-mortar stores is actually sort of a new and different way to reach people then?
For us, obviously not compared to what a lot of other people do, but for us it absolutely is. And because we're an online business, it's been hard for us to get our product that we're really proud of in the hands of our customers. And I think by having more brick-and-mortar sort of locations, more people will be able to see and feel the Gymshark product and hopefully get involved with the brand. For me, it's really important that we do one thing really, really well. So what we don't want to be is we don't want to be a brand that sort of overstretches, overreaches and does too much. We want to be a brand that produces the best gym wear in the world. And at our absolute core, that's what we have to do. Now, one of the brands that I admire, which I'm hoping you've heard of, is Land Rover. I think Land Rover,
heard of them.
Literally, they built the Land Rovers where sort of I and we grew up, over the road from our offices in the UK. And one of the things that I really admire about Land Rover is when they were founded in the late 1940s, they built the best off-roaders ever made. So much so that there are people around the world, the first vehicle they ever saw was a Land Rover because it was the only car that could get to where they were. Now, fast forward to today, some of the best off-roaders in the world are built by Land Rover. And I love that red thread that has flown through the entire history of their business. For me, when I think about Gymshark, I want to make sure that we build the best gym wear in the world. And I know that some people will be a Chris Bumstead and they'll go on to be the best bodybuilders in the world. Some people will just want to go to the gym once or twice a month because it helps with their physical and mental health. But at its core, if we're the best producer of gym wear in the world, then I think that in the long term is going to be the right thing for us to do. And so for me, it's all about just being the best in a really narrow space, and then building our brand and making sure that it's available globally to people that want to buy into the gym.